One of the biggest misconceptions everyone has about depression is that you being depressed is you being at home crying and sleeping in pure darkness. And I'm here to tell you that's not just depression. Depression shows in so many ways and forms that sometimes you don't even realize that you're depressed, but in reality you are depressed. And the only way that you know that you're depressed is when you actually learn about your emotions, your reactions, your feelings, everything about yourself. And it takes you to go to therapy to actually learn about that. I tell you that because I was depressed all the time. And I thought that I was depressed only when I would cry and just lay in bed all day. When I started therapy, I actually learned that depression actually shows in different forms. One of the forms that it could show is your room. If your room's always messy, dirty, or like you don't feel the need to clean up your room, clean up your space, that's a form of depression. If, for example, today the day is beautiful, the sun's out, and you wake up energized and you want to do something, but then all of a sudden you feel tired and you don't feel like doing that anymore, and you feel like just laying in bed and watching TV and ignoring the entire day and the outside world and just staying by yourself in your room. That's depression. Another form of depression is you going out every weekend and blacking out every weekend. It's not even you going out and enjoying your night out, but it's also you blacking out and not remembering your weekend. Blacking out when you go out, that's a form of you trying to ignore everything that you're currently feeling, pushing it all the way to the back, and just try to not remember even what your name is, because that used to be me. And it takes a lot for you to realize what depression is, because you actually have to dig deep into your past and your traumas to learn what triggers that depression. Once you learn what triggers that form of depression, it's very easy to handle the situation, to handle your day, to handle your life. And I say all of that because I was having a conversation yesterday with my sister, and I realized that not a lot of people know the real definition of depression. Like I said, everyone has a misconception of depression that it's you basically being in bed and crying. And that's not the only form of depression. The only solution, and I say the only because at least for me that was my one and only solution, is seek therapy. It took me years to figure that out, but I promise you it's worth it. It's worth the time, it's worth the investment, and your life will completely change for the rest of your life. I promise you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.